Whoa, very, very ominous email I received from USAA today from the CEO, Stuart Parker. Of course, I just received it, no, but it is obviously a mass email he sent to all the USAA members. And I'm going to read it for you because this is interesting. I don't know what to make of it, but if you are a USAA member, you, I'm sure, received this in your inbox too, and I would suggest that you stay tuned because I literally don't know what it means. I just know after USAA had sold off their investment management company, the IMCO investment management company, to a Victory, or yeah, I think it's Victory, whatever that is, capital management. There seemed to be, I think that was legit for them to do that, the legitimacy in the days of the DOL ruling, and that probably doesn't mean anything to most of you all, but just essentially you're supposed to separate the manufacturing arm, i.e. the creators of mutual funds, from the distribution arm, i.e. the sales team. It's like Vanguard offers their own mutual funds and ETFs. Well, they also have a sales team too, and that is USA had the same thing, and so USA, it seemed to me from the outside, I'm no longer, look, I don't know what's going on there. I was just always a low man on the totem pole, but that made sense to me. It's like, look, they don't want regulatory agencies coming down on them saying you're manufacturing and you're incentivizing people to sell their crappy old products to their membership when there are other products out there. I think Vanguard could get around that simply because their fees are so low. But at the end of the day, it made sense. USA released their manufacturing and they just focus on the distribution channel. The distribution is their sales force. And USA does have sales, my friends. Trust me, when you call USAA, you will be invited to buy something from them. And look, I got no problem with that. I mean, for heaven forbid, if you weren't solicited in some capacity, I don't think that's good if they identify an opportunity. But now just to put you from point A to point B to get a little check mark on their sales quotas, that's the wrong answer. So I think to eliminate some of that, they recognized they had to get rid of their manufacturing arm and just focus on the distribution channel. I've since heard from little birds that there are other emails going internally that USAA is suggesting that there might be more changes to come for financial planning and other things in wealth management in terms of they're looking at the big picture and how well it fits into the overall mission of USAA as an insurance company. I can't validate that. I've just, from little birds have told me they've heard a couple of these things from the CEO, and that would lead me to believe that there are more changes to come. But then I get this email just a few minutes ago. Dear fellow member, a message from the CEO, Stuart Parker. We live in an era of rapid changes that affect us all, including your association. USAA is a United Services Automobile Association, the association. In the last 10 years, USAA has nearly doubled in size to more than 12.8 members strong. There have also been extensive shifts in the regulatory environment, technology, and business that we must embrace and overcome as one of the largest financial institutions in the country. Putting it simply, we have a lot of work to do to continue delivering the service you deserve and expect. To better comply with rules and regulations, we are identifying and closing gaps in our processes, investing in technology and improvements, and focusing on employees with the right skills to adapt quickly in an evolving marketplace. You don't need to be a read between the lines to recognize that says we are focusing on employees with the right skills to adapt quickly in an evolving marketplace. If I was an employee at USAA and I read that, I would be wondering, do I have the right skills to evolve quickly in an evolving marketplace? I'm telling you, man, if you're an employee, that right there is very, very ominous. And if you're a member, what does that mean? I don't know. Thank you for being part of the USAA family and trusting us with your financial needs. We value your relationship and will keep you informed as we work to maintain and improve the strength of our company in the future. Have a wonderful 2019. So that's the end of the year synopsis by the CEO. That was not very cheery. Let's just put it that way. Something tells me something's happening. Look, I don't know. I just know what I see. What I see is the wealth management arm from which I came for 10 years, essentially shutting down, moving everything back to Texas after this pretty elaborate, going out there basically on the TIA model, and which could have been wonderful. Could have been wonderful. But they followed TIA to put branches in the main parts of a large city. Center City, Philadelphia. Manhattan. The membership isn't in Center City, Philadelphia or in Manhattan. The membership is in the suburbs, in the outer burbs. Why pay prime real estate for offices downtown other than to say, hey, look at us. We're like TIA and Charles Schwab. USAA isn't TIA, CREF, and Charles Schwab. Let TIA, CREF, who happens to have University of Pennsylvania, Temple, all those universities right there, a captive customer base right there. Anyway, so they pulled that back, and I have a sneaky suspicion they saw the writing on the wall, the money they were losing, and rightly so, because they screwed up to begin with. Anyway, and they put all that back in Texas, and I have a sneaky suspicion, too, that they're backtracking even on that. I don't know that for sure, but reading Stuart Parker's email here would lead me to believe that big changes coming in 2019. That was not a very cheerful letter. An email certainly wasn't cheerful as I'm an employee. I would wonder if I have a place to be at USAA. What does that mean for you as a member? It just means big changes are coming. My inclinations, I have a feeling, this is just me, I don't know, that the wealth management is going to be done without question. It's gone, and I don't know that for a fact. I can see that a mile away, though. They're going to refocus on their pride, which is insurance, which is, well, they should. They put a lot of money in the banking area, certainly at the expense to some degree of the wealth management arm. I think the banking got short shift in the past because they put a lot of money in wealth management. I think they recognized probably that was a failure, and now they're focused on the banking. And their mortgage at USAA has always been atrocious. Maybe they're focusing on getting that situated. I don't know. That's what they've been saying since I've been there since day one. I've yet to see the fruits of those labors, but hopefully that's the case. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet that USAA Wealth Management in 2 to 3 years is gone. USAA Banking is probably going to take center stage. Of course, everything is going to flow into the insurance side because that is USAA's core competency. So anyway, just a very interesting email. This is just my speculation. No clue. Don't hold me accountable. I'm just showing you what I see, and we'll see if it shakes out. So if you're a USAA member, stay tuned. I'd love to hear your own comments on USAA because USAA is very important to me. 4 generations, man. 4 generations of USAA flowing through this family. It's a good company, a good organization, and I only want it to do well. And if Stuart Parker is indicating that changes are coming to increase the efficiency of USAA, that's hey, more power to them. They got to get it done. We'll see you next time. Thanks.